Some sad news to report now. Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, has died.
This morning, fans are sending love and condolences to singer Kelly Clarkson after the death of her ex-husband and former manager, Brandon Blackstock.
It was a gray and somber day, the kind that mirrors the heaviness in people's hearts. The air was still, almost holding its breath. Family, friends, and loved ones gathered quietly, not to celebrate, but to remember, not to cheer, but to say goodbye. To Brandon Blackstock, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, and the father of her 2 children.
What happens when a man's life is defined not only by who he loved, but also by the legacy he left behind?
The funeral was intimate, yet filled with deep emotion. It wasn't a grand public affair. There were no flashing cameras, no reporters jostling for position. Instead, it was a sacred space for reflection on a life once intertwined with one of music's most celebrated voices. A life that had seen both the brightness of the spotlight and the quiet shadows beyond it. But it was Kelly Clarkson's heartfelt tribute. That became the soul of the day.
On August 6th, she told fans she was postponing her August studio sessions in Las Vegas to be fully present for her kids, adding that their father had been ill over the past year.
Her voice carried a softness, the kind that comes from years of shared history, both beautiful and complicated. Her words were raw, real, unguarded. They reminded everyone that even when love changes shape, the bonds of family remain unbreakable. To River Rose and Remington Alexander, he wasn't the manager. He wasn't just a figure in the music industry. He was Dad, the man who knelt to bandage scraped knees, who cheered the loudest at school events, whose laughter echoed through their Saturday mornings over pancakes and cartoons.
I promised my kids I want to be there as much as I possibly can.
The service was private, shielded from cameras, shielded from the noise of the outside world. Inside, the air was filled with the soft fragrance of white flowers, gentle music wrapped around the room like a warm blanket, carrying memories through every corner of the chapel. Kelly's tribute cut through the quiet. Life takes us on paths we never expected. Brandon and I shared years filled with laughter, challenges, music, and the joy of raising 2 incredible kids. Today, we say goodbye, but also thank you for the memories, for the lessons, and for the love that will live on through our children. Her words weren't just a farewell, they were a promise, a reminder that respect and compassion can survive the ending of a marriage. That grief isn't measured by romance, but by the depth of connection and the shared journey that 2 people take, even if their paths later divide. Brandon's true legacy will never be found on a music chart. It will be found in bedtime stories, whispered under the glow of a nightlight, in the quiet encouragement before a big game, in the kitchen laughter on Saturday mornings, in the way his children will carry his voice, his lessons, and his love for the rest of their lives. As the mourners stepped outside, the clouds finally began to part. A soft, golden light spilled across the chapel steps, and in that warmth, there was a truth as old as time, even in endings. Love remains the thread that weaves our stories together. Though his voice may now be silent, the echoes of his life will never fade.